Let's explore how to create resources using Representational State Transfer Application Programming Interface, also known as REST API. In this video, we will focus on the POST endpoints. So what exactly is POST? POST is an hypertext transfer protocol method used to create new resources on the server. Key features of POST requests are that they are non-idempotent, meaning multiple calls create multiple resources. Data is sent in the hypertext transfer protocol body, and on successful creation, it returns status 201, which means created successfully. Here is the basic structure of a POST route. You can see at POST with the endpoint as API/users. The route takes a request and response object as arguments. Extract the data from the request body, create a new resource, and send the response with the status code 201, along with the newly created user in JSON format. POST routes receive data in request body and return 201 created. Before you can access the data sent in the request body, you need to enable body parsing middleware. Use express.json to parse JSON request bodies. Use express.urlencoded with the extended property set to true to parse form data. This is a complete POST example. The code shows the app post to API/users. The route takes the request and response object as arguments. Using object destructuring, the name, email, and age are extracted from the request body. The newly generated user object has properties like ID, name, email, and age. The date.now function is used to generate a unique ID. Finally, the status code of 201 is returned along with the newly created user in JSON format. It is very important to validate the data sent in the request body. The code shows that the name and email are extracted from the request body. Then there is a check to validate that both the name and email are present. If they are not present, a status code of 400 is returned with a message stating that name and email are required. Always validate input data before processing it. Here's how to handle errors in your POST route. Use a try-catch block. Within the try block, process the request. If any error occurs, the control goes to the catch block, and a status code of 500 is returned with a message saying, failed to create user. Some of the common status codes are 400, which means bad request, 409, which means conflict, and 500, which means server error. Here is a summary of the best practices for creating POST endpoints. Always validate the input and check for the required fields. Handle errors using try-catch blocks. Use appropriate status codes such as 201. Parse the body by enabling JSON middleware. POST endpoints create new resources and return structured responses. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.